So you've brought up empathy a lot. That's one of the types of courage we talk about on the
Yeah.
podcast, right? There's different types of courage that we have to tap into as leaders. The empathetic courage is huge. Intellectual courage, being able to set aside your long-held beliefs and your knowledge to make room for new knowledge, because there's always new things coming up, right? Moral courage, doing what's right. Social courage, saying what needs to be said, even if it's unpopular. Aside from empathy, is there a type of courage you think is real important?
So I do think moral courage is probably the as important as empathy. And my reason for that, and it doesn't come from a position of faith. It comes from a position of understanding that other people will watch what you do, even if you think they're not looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I come from a Navy background. One of the people that I still look up to as one of the best leaders under which I had the privilege to learn was the chief engineer on board the guided missile frigate USS Sides. He was a lieutenant commander at the time. This is going back now. It's scary to say, 28 years. His name was Mike Pearson. And Mike was a guy that didn't look like the officer type. He was sort of big football guy, lumbered around on there, as opposed to what you see in, a film of a straight laced, very sharp,
Right.
very lean, tall, this guy. But everybody knew in that department that he had their back, and that we would do what was right, even if it wasn't easy, but he would always have the back, and we had his. And there wasn't a single person, and I don't say this to be hyperbolic. I really, there was no single person that worked for him that didn't recognize that and that didn't work for them. And it was because he had the moral courage to say, we're going to do what's right, and we're going to do it together. And you know what? We're going to let the chips fall where they may, because this is the right thing to do at the right time. And we're going to make sure that happens.